I am Tankfishh, and I like to give kids PTSD in funny Lego games. You know, I always thought that escaping jail in Roblox is way too easy. There is no preparation, planning, nor teamwork, you pretty much just walk out of the prison. No brain cells required. So being the nice, family friendly person I am, I thought it would be a good idea to make the jailbreaking a little bit more fun, challenging, and entertaining. You know, for educational purposes, giving the kids a
true prison experience.
By adding plenty of police brutality, crimes against humanity, forced labor, fight to death for instant ramen, showers, and a ton of violence. The prison will be under maximum security. It will be literally a mini North Korea, except we don't have the nukes. You can simply not escape, and if you somehow do, we will find out 3 generations of your family and execute them publicly. Now, the prison in Jailbreak is pretty brain dead. There are only 3 ways to escape without the police key card. You either commit act of terrorism against this wall, go into the sewers like a Viet Cong tunnel rat and give the guards Vietnam flashbacks, or you Yoda the out of this electric box and escape through the main entrance like a retard. If a prisoner somehow obtained a key card, he can sneak through the back door and the vent. He also has the option to escape through these towers or going through the main entrance in plain sight, but that would be kind of stupid. It doesn't take much IQ to figure out that all you have to do is just to block all the escape routes. Now, this is not called camping, it's called tactical positioning. Since we have 14 police officers on the max player server, here is what we plan to do. 1 guy stationed here making sure that the electric box doesn't get bullied. 2 guys here making sure that no one pulls a Viet Cong on us. 1 guy here making sure no one commits all Akbar against the wall. 1 guy here in the cafeteria making sure no one escapes through the back door. And 1 guy near the vent to detect an imposter among us. I also put 2 snipers on each of these towers to immediately blow a prisoner's brain out if they act sus. There are also 2 guards in the main entrance area just chilling, and 1 guard patrolling around the prison. If any prisoners manage to escape, these 3s will find them, beat them down, and bring them back to where they belong. This hole. Finally, 1 guard will be in the helicopter acting as our surveillance Skynet system, and 2 police officers will be outside of the prison arresting all the criminal scums. Once all the criminals are gone, they are to return to the prison and to around. Are we ruining the fun of the game? Yes, we are. Do we feel any guilt? No, we don't. We are happy as long as we ruin some kid's day. Apparently guarding a prison was unexpectedly boring. The prisoners either give up after a few escape attempts and change server like the spineless cowards they are, or just stand there, AFK. For the first 15 minutes or so, everything went as expected. Crime rate took a nosedive to 0% because, you know, everyone was in prison. However, after that, things went less well. Remember about that trampoline that can send you flying at Mach 10? No! So people started abusing that to launch themselves into the stratosphere to escape the prison. Of course, we tried to block the trampoline with vehicles and helicopters, but if they escape, he's a man of focus and sheer will, he will eventually succeed. Plus, we can't even arrest nor kill prisoners who attempt to escape this way, because if we do, the game pulls a Uno reverse card and arrests us instead. But that wasn't so bad, because even if Jesus pardoned their sin and led them out through this glitch, we haven't pardoned them yet, and we'll manhunt their ass down to bring them back into this legal slave camp called prison. Really hit the fan when a bacon hair joined the game. However, this bacon hair, unlike others, has Synapse X, and just like an eldritch god, with a snap of finger, he managed to permanently open all the doors in this game. We tried to control the prison riot, but it really doesn't help when this bacon hair transformed his 9mm caliber pistol into an A10 Warthog GAU-8 Avenger Gatling autocannon and just mow down all the police officers. Seeing this fool try to act like a cool hacker man, Vex and I authorized the deployment of the SS Division, aka the Synapse Skit Division. Our hackerman retaliated by modifying their shotgun into heavy automatic anti-air flak artilleries and mounted them on flying cars that can outmaneuver F-22 Raptors. The bacon hair quickly realized that he wasn't special and messed with the wrong house. He left the game after being butt by 7 members of the SS Division. But at this point, this piece of game became even more of a piece of flying cars everywhere. The future is now. Bullet fireworks, pop tires on all the cars, and disabled helicopters. So we tried to do the same on 5 other servers, and guess what? Apparently there are a lot of hackermen in Roblox. Who would have guessed? So yeah, we gave up on Jailbreak. Too many Synapse X users. At that point, it's no longer Jailbreak, it's Hackerman versus Hackerman. So we did the next best thing. Maximum security prison in Mad City. Now, the prison escape in Mad City is a lot more complicated. There are more escape routes, and escaping is not as brain dead as it requires you to put your homeless skills to use and search for escape tools in the garbage. Now, because of that fest that happened in Jailbreak, I only had like 1 or 2 brain cells left, so I didn't bother thinking and just used the same tactic of placing a few people outside to arrest criminals and putting a few guards on each escape point. But because of the amount of escape routes, we could only manage to put 1 guard on each point, and there won't be anybody patrolling around nor sniping as we lack manpower. This is pretty dangerous as the prisoners could simply shank the shit out of a guard in this escape. Luckily, we have the power of human mutations. 5 superheroes will fly around the prison at all time and blast the shit out of anyone who tries to escape. I hope I knew that mechs existed in this game so I could further enhance the security by putting motherfucking Robocops equipped with missile launchers and miniguns inside of the prison. But hey, what is done is done. Jesus Christ, it was so much better. There were no shitty ass trampoline glitch and less exploiters. Okay, maybe not less exploiters, but the Mad City hacks were a lot shittier than the Jailbreak ones. There's no tire popping, helicopter falling, open all doors, or f***ing handheld machines of dooms. You know, all the shits that completely fuck up the game. If someone hack, we simply retaliate by hacking with more people. If you're complaining about us hacking, shut the f up. If you can't beat them, join them. It's as simple as that. When I see a hacker, I don't f***ing bitch around complaining something along the line of wow, imagine hacking, no skill, lol, and crying the inside. I show that motherfucker who's the real hacker, man. That's how I do it. Anyway, everything went well. The Mad City prison was a lot more fun as it has a slave labor camp, and we pretty much forced the prisoners to work 25 hours a day, with 1 minute to eat and 5 minutes to sleep. We purposely make them run around on the field to make sure they don't have enough energy left to escape, and force them to watch f***ed up shit in the cinema to reduce their mental fortitudes. They started riots on multiple occasions, and those were really good shooting exercises for the officers. After committing a crap load of atrocities against Roblox kids such as fight to death for freedom and salvation,
Good job.
Yeah.
You get out of the prison. As a corpse.
the government caught up with our shit and sentenced me, Ron, Vex, and Schaefer for violations of human rights and sent us to the prison we built. And now, we have to work together to escape the prison in order to avoid the death row.
What would you do?